What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dollar Mike back at it again with another video for you guys. This should be a pretty quick video. I've actually been seeing this topic, this investing topic, kind of here and there all over the investing community every now and then. So I kind of wanted to talk about it in this video, and that topic actually is ESG, not EA Sports. It's in the game. We're talking about ESG, which stands for environmental, social, and governance. So we're going to talk about that type of portfolio and stuff like that all in this video right now, right here for you. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into the video. Let's go. Before we jump in, it's greatly appreciated if you guys could drop a like on the video. That pushes the video out to more people so more people can see it, and also helps the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button to see more content like this, and check out those links down below. Those links down below will get yourself some free stocks in the stock market, some free cryptocurrency, because I know the cryptocurrency market is in shambles right now, but definitely a great time to buy if you're a long-term holder. And lastly, check out those links down below because they'll get you some free other stuff like free money back in gas. As I mentioned before, ESG is an acronym, so it stands for something. So the E stands for environmental, the S stands for social, and the G stands for governance. Basically, ESG gives investors like you and me the proper insight on standards of a company's operations. The E, or the environmental part of it, basically tells us as an investor how the company impacts nature. So this could be for a good reason or for a bad reason. So for a company that pollutes a lot into the atmosphere, like for instance Exxon, that would be worse for us as people living on planet Earth because we actually need good air to breathe. And if they're polluting the air, then it's not good air to breathe, aka a negative environmental impact. Companies with a great environmental impact like Disney, Apple, Nike, and Google all contribute to the environment in a positive way. That may be by stopping carbon emissions, using renewable energy resources, or recycling to make brand new products. The S, or the social impact, is how a company would manage relationships with employees, customers, or suppliers. So of course, as a company, if you have a great relationship with your employees, with your suppliers, and with your customers, then I'm pretty sure you have a pretty solid business and you won't have any problems going forward, especially when it comes to making money. Some of the most popular companies to work for just from their positive social impact will be companies like Salesforce, Google, Cisco, Microsoft, American Express, Hilton, Adobe, In-N-Out Burger of all things, LinkedIn, and the list just goes on and on. And of course, that goes in the opposite direction. So some of the worst companies to work for, just based on their social impact, would be companies like GameStop and Union Pacific. Lastly, the G, or governance, is basically the aspect where it breaks down a company's leadership, its audits, and its shareholder rights. So everything in the leadership of the company, everything in the executive section of the company, is all in that governance aspect. So these three pieces would then come together to give you an overall ESG score or an ESG rating, and the better the rating is overall, the better the company is as far as those particular aspects. That doesn't mean that's a good company to invest in. It simply means this is exactly what this company offers based on environmental, social, and governance issues. So for investors like you and me, it could be an extra line of research as we go through to find out how worthy a company actually is when it comes to their ESG score, because if they have a low ESG score, then overall, maybe long term, this company might not be the best company to invest in. But if they have a high ESG score and they consistently have a high ESG score every single year, then long term, I'm pretty sure the company will be just fine and you don't have too much to worry about. Obviously, that shouldn't be the only thing you use to actually invest in a company, but it is another research tool that you can use. Now, currently, there's only one investing app that I use personally that I know actually has an ESG portfolio. They don't have the actual ESG ratings on there or the ESG scores on there, but they do offer an ESG portfolio, which is something new, which is also what somebody recommended or commented down below a couple of videos back asking me to make a video about. So here I am making that video. Either way, that app is Acorns, and we can actually go on over to my Acorns account because I just changed my portfolio over to an ESG portfolio, so we can see what the differences are right here, right now. So of course, we have to open the Acorns app on up, and we're going to do just that. Acorns, Face ID, and we are in. Good evening, Michael. We're sitting at what? $6,167.60. Most of that is actually coming from my Roth IRA, which I made a separate video about, so make sure you check that video out. Everyone needs a Roth IRA, just putting that out there. But either way, we're going to go on over to my investment account, which is obviously only $344 right now. I don't use it too much. I usually just take money in and out of it. It's kind of like just extra money, so whatever. Either way, we're going to go ahead and click on that, and this is where I actually have my ESG portfolio stored. So we're going to go ahead and click on portfolio, and this will load up the portfolio, which is my ESG portfolio, which is actually called Sustainable Portfolios on Acorns. If we scroll on down, we can see the difference. At the bottom, it says theme right here at the bottom, and it says sustainable. We click on that. I can change it back to my core portfolio, or I can go ahead and have that new sustainable portfolio, which is the one I'm on right now. And we go ahead and click on what's a sustainable ESG portfolio. It basically tells you the exact same thing I just told you. So overall, it's companies that's good for the environment, companies that's good in the social aspect of things, and also companies that's good when it comes to the actual governance of that particular company. So if we go on back, we can actually see some of the holdings inside this new ESG sustainable portfolio, and we can see all the holdings right here. So this is actually set up for a moderately aggressive portfolio, and we scroll down, we can see how everything's actually broken down. We got 3% in government bonds, 47% in large company stocks, 6% in emerging markets, 3% in small company stocks, 3% in 1 to 5 year corporate bonds. You get the point. Scrolling down the list, you get what I'm saying. That's the point. Either way, we go ahead and click on one of these, we can actually see what type of companies are actually in this particular portfolio, this particular ESG portfolio that was actually made. So scrolling down, we can see for the large company stocks, we got Apple, Microsoft, companies that I mentioned earlier that are great for those type of aspects, and honestly great for almost every aspect of ESG. So definitely great to have in there. Amazon, Google, Facebook, Nvidia, JP Morgan Chase, Tesla, and Visa. And these aren't all the companies that they invest in for this particular portfolio, but you get the point. Overall, ESG is those type of ratings of those particular companies that are pretty good when it comes to those particular aspects. So now that you have an understanding of what ESG actually is, and you've seen an ESG portfolio, what exactly is next? And this is pretty much the opinion section of my video, but overall, ESG is pretty cool. I like it. I want to see more apps that actually enable ESG. I would love to see some type of ESG scoring or rating system next to every single particular stock that may be on Robinhood, maybe on M1 Finance, maybe on Public, maybe on basically every single platform, because overall, like I said before, it's just an extra research tool that you can use to basically tell yourself if you want to be invested in a company like this long term or even short term or not. So overall, I would love to see it, especially on Robinhood, because it's such a huge platform at this point, even though it might not be the best platform as far as the government section of it goes. But either way, it's such a huge platform. I would love to see a Robinhood took this feature and kind of ran with it, made their own ESG scoring system, something like that. It would be great to see for sure. Just imagine you go and type in a company like Ally. You're not sure if you want to invest in Ally Financial or not. You can see they're sitting at 50.16 right now a share, and maybe it had like a little scoring system over here, basically between 1 and 100. And the higher the number, the better the ESG is overall rating for that particular company. Just an extra research tool that's not, I don't think, too hard to implement. Overall, you just have to get the scoring system right, figure it out. Once you get that going, then you should be all good to go. Overall, I don't know how they would do it, but that's not my job to figure out. Either way, there you go. ESG, my opinion, that's exactly what it is. I hope you guys learned something in this video for sure, because I surely did when I first talked about it. And I really appreciate the person that actually reached out to me or comment down below basically saying, can you go over it? Because if you didn't comment that, I probably wouldn't even have checked it out on Acorns, because I didn't even notice it. And I always like to give people credit, so thank you very much. I'll put the comment right here on screen, but it is actually from Lady Warrior Queen. Thank you very much for your comment. I really appreciate it. You guys, always comment down below if you want me to talk about something, or you're not sure about something, or you want me to make a video on something. Comment down below and let me know. I promise. I'll always make the videos. I'll push the videos out for you guys. They might not be the fastest thing. I might not get them out the next week, as you can see from this comment. But the whole point is I got you guys covered, so there you go. Either way, if you enjoyed this video, definitely drop a like on it. Hit that subscribe button to see more content like this. Check out those links down below to get yourself some free stocks. And that's kind of all I got for the video. So take care of yourselves. I'm out. Dollar Mike. Peace.